Sometimes, watching 90 Day Fiancé can feel like watching children play with matches. Something is going to go wrong, it is only a matter of time. Likewise, for many of the couples on the show, it is inevitable that their marriage will end badly, it's only a question of how long it will take. While there are plenty of marriages that sprouted from the hit reality franchise which are still going strong to this day, there are also many that crashed and burned before very long at all. With so many failed relationships to choose from, the obvious question seems to be, which couples ended up divorced the fastest? Season 2 of the flagship series introduced audiences to the couple of Danielle and Mohammed, whose relationship seemed doomed from the start. Mohammed was only interested in Danielle in order to obtain his green card, and Danielle seemed to have plenty of issues of her own. Despite all this, the two tied the knot by the end of the season. Fans weren't surprised when the marriage saw troubled waters almost immediately, as Mohammed up and left after just 2 weeks. They indeed would have become the fastest failed marriage in series history had the official divorce not come 2 years later. Since then, the two have been embroiled in online feuds and even lawsuits, remaining a very entertaining, if not compatible, couple. A romance too good to be true. Chelsea and Ymir met when she saw his boy band, Nyla Vox, play a show in Nicaragua. The two got engaged right away, moving to the United States, where they were married in 2014. Despite their whirlwind romance, things didn't pan out for the starry-eyed lovers. Ymir quickly saw the lack of career opportunities in Chelsea's hometown of Galesburg, Illinois. After learning that there was potential to further his career in Chicago, Ymir left Chelsea, and the two were divorced in 2016, after just 2 years of marriage. Appearing on the spin-off series 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Laura and Aladine's romance rubbed many viewers the wrong way because of their 22-year age difference. Nevertheless, the couple moved beyond that hurdle and were wed in Tunisia during a 3-day event. Related, the 10 best podcasts for fans of 90 Day Fiancé didn't take long for things to turn sour between the couple, as allegations of cheating and catfishing were thrown around between the two. Laura even claimed to be pregnant, though she was quickly caught in her lie. The two were separated for a while before being divorced in October of 2019, slightly over a year after getting married. Nightmare couple Kasha and Jason debuted on the second season of 90 Day Fiancé, beginning a relationship shortly after Kasha and one of Jason's friends had broken up. The two got hitched during their stint on the series, even though the problems in their relationship had already become clear. The two were separated only months after their wedding, and, within a year, one had been arrested on charges of abuse, later dropped. They had been separated multiple times, and had filed for divorce twice. It was the second divorce suit that eventually took, and the couple has remained friends since. Maryland native Stephen Friend and Russian-born Olga Koshumbatova, one of 90 Day Fiancé's youngest cast members, dated for several months before being wed and even had a son together by the time the actual wedding occurred. They were married in August of 2019 after appearing on the 6th season of the reality series. After a series of mysterious Instagram posts that seemed to imply the two were no longer together, Stephen and Olga eventually confirmed that they were no longer together, and were divorced after about a year of marriage. Natalie and Mike could be described as the Ross and Rachel of 90 Day Fiancé, and not in a good way. After a series of blowout fights, called off engagements, and general unpleasantness, the couple finally bit the bullet and followed through on their engagement after 2 seasons on the series, despite many fans' expectations that they'd never tie the knot. The couple has not been as publicly forthcoming as certain other 90 Day Fiancé alumni, but it appears that they are no longer together. Though the timeline is fuzzy as to when the two called it quits, they were ostensibly married for less than a year's time. A couple appearing on 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Devin and Jihoon spent a considerable tenure on the show, during which they were wed and had a child, Taeyong. Devin moved to South Korea to be with Jihoon despite his financial instability, hoping to make the marriage work. Related, 90 Day Fiancé cast members who adapted to their spouse's culture. Season 2 of The Other Way depicted Devin finally leaving Korea without Jihoon. Since then, they have officially split after a mere 11 months of marriage, followed by a fierce custody battle for their son, which Devin eventually won. One of the franchise's many couples with eye-raising age gaps, Jonathan Rivera and Fernanda Flores, were married in 2018, despite the 13-year age difference. Fernanda left behind her home in Mexico to move in with Jonathan in North Carolina, and all seemed well. Things got messy shortly after, however, and it became clear that the marriage wouldn't last after only a few months. Allegations about verbal and physical abuse began to fly shortly after the speedy divorce, and Jonathan eventually withdrew his financial support of Fernanda completely, leaving her on her own. One 90 Day Fiancé's most memorable couples, few fans believed in the longevity of Larissa and Colt's relationship. Within moments of their meeting, it became clear that they would not be healthy for each other. Despite their better judgments, however, the two married after their 90 days came to an end. during their short but turbulent marriage. Larissa was arrested not once, not twice, but 3 times for domestic violence, though all charges but one were eventually dismissed, and the two had called it quits after only 7 months. It was 3 months after that when their divorce was finalized. Molly and Luis were a train wreck in the making. After meeting at a bar in the Dominican Republic, Luis's home country, they were engaged after a mere 2 months, a period of dating 1/3 as long as the actual marriage, and later married in secret. After 5 months of fights, inappropriate behavior on Luis's part toward Molly's underage daughter, and a general lack of interest in the relationship, the couple filed for divorce, finalizing things about 1 month later. Since then, both Molly and Luis have had run-ins with the law, continuing to remain a very entertaining, if not loving, couple.